Yeah.
What exactly the one push button? What was the theory and what's the exactly design?
Yeah, the design of the is a push to pass button, we call it, and the push to pass button gives the driver 50 horsepower more.
Where is it come from? Not turbo.
No. It's the throttle actually. The throttle is not open completely, so it's air intake. And when you have the horsepower, the push to pass button, you have full air intake. So it's opening up then completely. Yeah, and that means you have 50 horsepower and. We alter it between 5 seconds and 10 seconds. Here on this racetrack it's 5 seconds. Normally it's 10 seconds. And the number of push to passes we will change also from race to race depending on the racetrack. Here it's 14 times. 14 times in 5 seconds. Because you have so many bends, it doesn't make sense to have quite a long period of... Because you will enter straight away in the bend and the system only works if you have full throttle. If you're not on the throttle full, so if you lift off, then you don't have obviously the 50 horsepower more because the engine is not having full power. So therefore, when they come to a bend, they would have full throttle. When they lift because of the bend, also the 50 horsepower would be less. You wouldn't have that. You waste then the activity. And the push to pass button is also. It is a strategic area. When to use it, how to use it, and also for the driver, he has to think about it, using it as a defense button. Because if you have somebody coming from the back, wants to pass, okay, then I push twice, so be away, or also to get away. So you see quite a lot of drivers at the beginning from the race. You see they use them at the start. Just to go away a little bit. Then they use it also for, which is the second part of the regulations, is that you need to have in the first race, you need to have a very fast lap. So the fastest lap of the first race is counting for qualification for second race. So that means then they use it again during the race to have one quick lap. And then after the race, they have the quick lap, they normally spare 4 or 5 till the end. Because the end is then also crucial. You want to pass somebody or you want to defend.
So is it controlled by the computer or you can input the number of times?
We input for in front of the race. You see the mechanics, they have a computer. So we log in the data and then we control how many push to passes they have. And in the car is a small little counter and it counts down. So the driver can see actually how many push to passes he still has. Last year we didn't have the counter in the car. So actually the driver had to memorize how many push to passes. And then what happened was that some of the professional drivers, they can manage. They can manage racing, they can think about, see all what's going on. Some of the gentleman drivers, is too much for them. They cannot do it. And then they say, okay. By the end they were pushing, or they came in and they still had 10 push to passes, and they said then, oh, I forgot to push it.
Is it available at the normal R8?
No, it's not. It's not a.
We should
not
have it on
car.
Especially when we at the standing start at the traffic light with the taxi.
Yes. Therefore, we only have it on the racetrack. That people are not using it on the street. But the technologies for racing is actually to make the race even more interesting because you will see much more movement, overtaking, and as I said, the major thing is it's a strategic thing for the driver. He needs to think when to use it. Especially in qualifying. If you enter after the normal qualifying, you have the super pole. That means the top 8 are going out again. So you can be in normal qualifying, you can actually have a good time, but then if you come to super pole, you don't have any push to passes left. And so therefore they have to control also during qualifying that they have a quick lap time, but still have push to passes then for super pole. And you saw yesterday, for example, Eduardo Mortara, he had 11 push to passes before the Super Pole. So in the Super Pole, he used actually 11 push to passes. So he was controlling the whole qualification very well. Yeah.